Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Friday, finally, October 31st, Halloween 2025. This is my daily vlog. Each morning I start the day talking to you about what I've been doing next as I work to make content creation indefinitely sustainable. So let's rewind to yesterday and talk about it, and then we have a report on what I'm doing for today that we talked about over the course of the day yesterday. So, yesterday I began work right away, the final writing for the Friday plays, which I had pretty well locked and loaded and ready to get production on. In the midst of that, in the morning, the new video for that I delayed, I guess probably about 4 to 5 days ended up delaying, but ultimately it was the Pac-Man 2600 Plus, and by the time I got to it then, it was the VIP press package, which had just shown up in the mail the other day. So that video was all done, of course. Remember I said it had gone to members the evening before and had done very well, so I anticipated it might do quite well yesterday, and in fact it did. That video, just since it dropped yesterday morning at 11, less than a day, it's been about 11.6 thousand views. Yeah, it's Atari and it's Pac-Man. It's a little perfect storm, so did quite well. Very happy, of course, with how that is doing, and I expect it'll continue to do pretty well as we go into the holidays. Those are, I guess, like today is the shipping day. Like this was the release day of it. So coming out the day before was serendipitously pretty decent timing, even though I had planned to do it earlier. So who knows? Sometimes things just work out. As soon as I got back after lunch in the afternoon, I met with, we have a new pre-roll sponsor. So that little bit at the very beginning of the video, right after I intro it, we have a new sponsor for the next few months. I spoke with him and we're planning on what's gonna, you don't think about, but like when you get sponsors like that, it's just, thanks, here's my money. It's, well, you have to deliver a service. And the very first part of that service is, what is the thing I'm going to put in that little 15, 20 seconds at the beginning? What are we going to say? What is the visuals? What's the sound? All that. And so we had a discussion about that, so I can begin production on that next week. So we got that material and everything together, so we can get paid and support somebody that wants to support us. So met with him, then I completed the Friday plays. Of course, I got that all done, the gameplay and the edit, released that to members yesterday late afternoon. Of course, everybody will get it today at 3 o'clock. And then in the afternoon, I was reading lots of your comments. I'm reading lots more comments on a post I did on YouTube, which we'll talk about in a second. And then everyone all day yesterday, bless you, so many people, have you seen the Google Doodle? Have you seen the Google Doodle yesterday? It was the Halloween Pac-Man thing, and I wouldn't have seen it on my own. I don't go to Google every day. I have a bajillion bookmarks I use. I don't start searching usually. And when I do, I search in the toolbar. I don't go to google.com and then search. So thankfully, people told me about it. And I was messing with it gradually throughout the day. And so finally, toward the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? It says there are 8 screens on it. I'm like, let's just do the whole thing. So I did a full playthrough in the evening. It took about 12 minutes. I was trying to do a no-die run. I died once. But anyway, the full minutes I condensed into a 3-minute short, and I published that all over the place. I put that on Blue Sky and Facebook and YouTube and everywhere, because it was topical and it's Halloween, it's brand new. So I did that in the evening, just a little minor editing task that was just fun to do, because I'm like, I want to see the end. Let's record it and do it. So got that out. Which, by the way, as a short, it did about 2,500 views overnight, I guess. So yay. Just to play some Google Pac-Man. Let's see. Let's talk about stats before we get to today. So yeah, as you can imagine, we had a short, and then we had the Great Pac-Man video. So together, a big spike, and you'll see it on the chart. So an uptick. So here's my little chart. I'd like to be ideally at or above this midpoint, which represents 13,000 views and 150 subscribers average over the last 7 days. Upper left, you'll see a little chart of last 28 days of views, and a spike at the end, of course, in that hump for PRGE. The result, though, the average is 15.9 thousand views and 184 subscribers average over the last 7. So just a tick down on subscribers, but big up on views, of course. And I didn't look at the count. Hold on. Oh, goodness, hold on. Okay, yeah, so yesterday the subscriber count was 129, about 430. And this morning, 129, about 650. So yeah, a big day yesterday. assisted by, of course, videos doing well. That's just how that works. So that's a greater than, is that greater than 200? That's a little more than 200 yesterday. So yay. It's been a while since we had one of those. So let's talk about today. So first thing today, I told you over the course of this week, I've been working on a promo we're going to be doing between now and the end of the year to promote a new project we have. I'm going to try to get that finished so I can publish it tomorrow. It'll start as a short, so we'll get that out. Then the remaining part, that'll probably take me a couple hours, but that'll take me up to lunch. Then after that, what are we going to do? We talked yesterday, what am I going to do? Because I had all these things piled up, a confluence of things. We have the Pixel Pocket Pros, we have the Blaze keychains, Hyper Megatech keychains is what they're called, and then I have, I planned for possibly a GSG. A lot of good input. Look, and there was no consensus, and that was how my head was. There are great arguments on all three fronts. Do I do that GSG expansion? Do I do the keychains? Do I do a Pixel Pro? I didn't know. So a lot of you had good input, and I read all of it, and I finished reading it this morning. So here's where I'm at. Here's what I'm. So the Game Station Go expansion. I've decided I ruled that out pretty early. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it, just not today, because it's not brand new. It's not hot. It is hot. It's not brand new, and I have other things that are brand new that I want to get out before the market gets flooded with stuff. My expansion videos are not so much reviews, so they aren't as time critical. Though I wish I could have gotten more out by now. That left me to the two keychains, and I had the Pixel Pocket Pros, and then I have the Pixel Pocket Pros and the Hyper Megatech keychains. Those two, My Arcade and Blaze are the two. So I was looking at those, and speaking of the GSG, I forgot to tell you, the GSG will still be hot even into December and Christmas as people get them. The rollout is still happening, so that interest won't wane, I don't think. So looking at these two that are very timely and just now available to me as of today, that I could have done something with them. So it came down to really, both of those are very viable and both would make great videos for Saturday. It came down to me for, when I got the Hyper Megatech things in, the gentleman from Blaze who sent them to me, I wrote him back saying, great, I'll look forward to them. Is there an embargo date? And he has not given me one. Now I know someone else has reviewed these online, but I'm assuming there's not an embargo date because he said plenty of time for coverage and he sent them to me, but he hasn't responded yet. So I don't want to jump the gun and do that. So if I had to wait till Monday on that, no harm, no foul. There are only 4 of those. I have 10 Pixel Pocket Pros. So I decided, all right, I think what I'll do, when now I got to the point, I'll do a Pixel Pocket Pro. Then it came down to which one to do of the 10, and I think some of them deserve their own video. Some of them you could lump together, like maybe I'll do a Mr. and Mrs. Pack together. Maybe that's the only pair I can't think of. Maybe like a Galaga Space Invaders. Who knows? But some of them require a lot more time because there are more games on them. So I then decided to turn to viewers, just as I turned to you here on the vlog to determine the overall thing to do. And I did a post yesterday afternoon with a picture of all the Pixel Pocket Pros going, look, the embargo lifted. Which one do you want to see first? So I'm going to run through and do a tally off of that poll of what people have suggested. Of course, some people are enthusiastically unhelpful, like, do them all. I'm like, yes, I'm going to, but what's first? But many people had opinions and suggestions and good ones and good reasons. So speaking of good reasons, I have to really thank all of you for, you delivered exactly what I was hoping for. Not just, I hope you do this, but you told me why it made sense to you, and that was immensely helpful in arriving at a decision for today. So I'm narrowed down to one of those. So when I get back from lunch, I'll go through that post, give it all the time I can, and do a quick tally of what all the comments are and what people asked for and suggested. And whatever wins is what I'll do, because that's the most demand, that's the most interest. So I'll knock that out, and then, and I'm hoping, probably Monday or Tuesday, I'll do one of the keychains and more pixels, and have a big review for the end of next week already, and that's a next week problem. For now, I figured out what I'm going to do. One of those pixels, and I'll poll the viewers over on the YouTube main post channel and find out which one to do, and you and I will find out together. So, I think that's it. That's good. So that's today. I'll do the promo in the morning, do a poll, and do a Pixel Pocket Pro for the Saturday morning. Friday Plays comes out today. Bob's your uncle. That takes care of it. And then we have a weekend, and I have nothing planned for this weekend, and it's fantastic. So Yay. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah. That'll do it for the day and the week. I'm going to go ahead and thank you for popping in to check out today's vlog. If that's what you did, if you're a Pleep that's here every day and gives me solid, sage advice in the comments when I ask for it, you know I love you for that. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great Friday, even better weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Don't forget to do something good for yourself on all 3 days. And I'll talk to you again next week. Bye-bye.